Go ahead and get started. So let's start by bringing our attention to our posture, our physical body, making sure that we situate the body in a stable, comfortable, upright position, serviceable for meditation. So we keep our feet flat, our back straight, our eyes are gently closed or slightly open. Our hands are resting in the lap, right over left, with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. We think mainly about trying to avoid slouching or leaning on the backrest, but also we scan through the body and try to relax any places of unnecessary tension, keeping the body upright without rigidity. And then try to feel that you pull back your attention from the world outside. You're just attending to the body and mind. And then even thoughts of the past or plans for the future, any kind of mental event other than the present moment is also something that you begin to let go of and start to use the sensation of the air as it passes into and back out of the tip of the nostril to hold your awareness to that present moment, trying to notice quickly when anything that isn't that sensation is arising in the mind, and then just gently lifting your attention from that distraction and placing it back on that physical sensation. And then try to generate a broad and altruistic intention, thinking of why you are here, your interest in spiritual growth and development, and thinking of the benefits of your practice and your effort, how those benefits are not just for oneself alone, trying to develop our own qualities to be of benefit, particularly to other sentient beings, the fulfillment of which is the state of enlightenment. Try to generate that kind of motivation. And we said that we would be looking through the 8 verses of thought transformation, trying to see if we could focus on one verse in the morning to set the tone, the motivation for the day and see how that goes. So we'll be looking at the second of the 8 verses. And in a way, they become progressively more challenging, getting at our habitual self centeredness in deeper ways. In the first verse, we just tried to hold sentient beings dear, understanding their incredible value and their kindness. The second verse is related to developing humility and respect for sentient beings. So this verse is, whenever I am with others, I will practice seeing myself as the lowest of all, and from the very depth of my heart, I will respectfully hold others as supreme. Whenever I am with others, I will practice seeing myself as the lowest of all, and from the very depth of my heart, I will respectfully hold others as supreme. So, this teaching we need to hold in a very skillful way, and not to see the word lowest as referring to a sense of worth, but rather a sense of priority, trying to voluntarily adopt the training of seeing ourselves as a servant of sentient beings. Instead of our habitual tendency of looking at our own interests, our own desires, our own needs as being paramount, trying to place the needs of others in the higher position. So we can't see this as being related to low self esteem, but in fact, the self efficacy that we're cultivating is incredibly high. Thinking that we can achieve enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings requires a great deal of internal self efficacy and confidence. This is merely a humble, respectful attitude toward others. So think back over the last week when you were with one or more other people, and try to remember what was happening internally. Were you trying to steer the conversation to topics that interested you? Were you focused on telling people things that were relevant to your own life? Or were you more focused on listening, finding ways of being helpful, taking a real interest in the needs and lives of those around you? Try to make two or three examples and just analyze these tendencies. And then pick one of these memories and try to imagine what it would have been like if you more successfully embodied this mental training. What kinds of things would you have said or done differently if you were seeing yourself as being the servant of those that you were with? Just try to actually visualize that experience going differently. Then try to extend this out using the insights that you've gained by looking at your own tendencies. What kind of commitment or resolve can you make that's practical and achievable for now to implement this training in daily life? Try to think of one or two concrete steps that you'll make a strong effort in remembering and using in daily life. And try to hold your mind in a real determination to take this training off the cushion into your daily life in that way. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. And then we'll dedicate. So recollect the motivation that you made in the beginning and think that you've actualized that motivation, created positive energy by contemplating this topic, and just let that energy go, let that effort go. Think may it ripen for the benefit of others. My practice was for others, so let the result of my practice ripen for others. Think may it serve as a cause and condition for the arising of the state of enlightenment in my mind, which I want only for the benefit of others. And may it ripen in whatever way is beneficial for sentient beings, providing all temporary and ultimate happiness and satisfaction and freedom from suffering. May it pacify any obstacles facing the Guru's long life. And may we and all other sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of the enlightened beings. May we remain under their care until we swiftly achieve the state of enlightenment. Thank you.